I wasn't looking for memories. I was looking for a charger. At the back of a drawer I hadn't opened in years, my hand brushed against something cold and rectangular. An old phone with a scratched screen and a cracked corner. The kind of phone that doesn't belong to your present life anymore. I almost put it back, but curiosity has a strange way of winning. I pressed the power button, nothing showed. Then I tried again and the screen flickered, then slowly came alive. The battery was low, no signal and no notifications, except one. One unread message. It wasn't new or recent. It had been sitting there for years. The message preview read, "Remember to be brave today." I stared at it longer than I should have, thinking. Who sends something like that? Was it a friend or a parent or someone who believed in me when I didn't? I opened the message, there was no contact name and the phone number wasn't saved. Just the words. "Remember to be brave today." That was it. For a moment, I felt embarrassed by how deeply it hit me because the truth was, I hadn't been brave lately. I'd been delaying decisions, avoiding conversations, postponing dreams I once talked about with fire in my voice. And somehow, this forgotten phone had found me on the exact day I needed it. I tried to trace the message. I checked the date and noticed that it was years ago. It was a different version of my life and a different version of me. Then it clicked, the phone number that the email was synced to. Only then did I notice. This wasn't someone else's message. It was mine. I had written it years ago, during a week I barely remember, except for how heavy everything felt. Back then, I was stuck and unsure of myself that I had typed that message as a note. Something I meant to send to someone else, or maybe to the future, but I never did. So life moved on and the phone was replaced, but the message stayed behind. Waiting. I sat down. And for the first time in a long while, I let myself remember who I used to be. The version of me that stayed up late thinking. The version that hoped more than it feared. The version that didn't have answers, but still showed up. That younger me didn't know how things would turn out nor which dreams would survive. Didn't know which fears would fade, or which would linger. But they knew one thing. Courage was necessary. Not confidence. Not certainty. Just bravery. The kind that gets you out of bed. The kind that makes the call. The kind that says, "I'll try," instead of, "maybe later." I realized something uncomfortable in that moment. I had been waiting for motivation when I already had wisdom. I had been searching for guidance when I had already earned it. That message became a mirror. It showed me how far I had come, but also how easily I had forgotten. Forgotten that fear doesn't disappear when you grow older. It just changes its disguise. It becomes being realistic. Waiting for the right time. Not rocking the boat. But courage? Courage still sounds the same. That night, I charged the phone just long enough to read the message again, then I made a decision I'd been avoiding for months. Nothing dramatic. Just one brave step and something strange happened. The fear didn't vanish, but it shrank, because courage doesn't remove fear. It puts it in its place. Before I turned the phone off for the last time, I typed a new message. Not to anyone else but to myself. To the version of me that might forget again someday. I saved it and I left it unread. Sometimes guidance doesn't come from mentors, books, or the world around you. Sometimes it comes from your past self. The one who survived things you thought would break you. The one who learned lessons you're now ignoring. Don't ignore the wisdom you've already earned. Because the person you used to be was braver than you remember. Some stories fade, others stay. If this one stayed with you, subscribe for more lessons that stick. Because every story carries a message, and every message leaves a lesson.